All right, I think we are live. Did I do it wrong? Did I screw this up? I might have screwed this up. Let's see. Did I mess this up? I didn't. I know I didn't. I see proof now that I didn't. All right, welcome to Your Live, Leo. Welcome to it. If you're here tonight with me, thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. I'm very happy to do this for you guys. I had to delay this a week, and then I was going to do this yesterday, Saturday the 14th, but it just wasn't going to work out yesterday. So we're here now, live, August not the 14th. Yeah, no, today's the 15th. So today, August 15th. Leo, how's your season? Happy birthday to you guys. Whenever your day is or was, I hope you guys have an amazing time. If you're able to celebrate yourself, take care of yourself, splurge on yourself, rest, do what you need to do. I personally believe everybody should treat their own their own birthday as a personal holiday. That's what I like to do. This year, not so much. I had to work, which I don't like to do on my birthday, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose, or it's a very small thing, so I'm not going to complain about it too much. But anyway, Leo, we're going to get started in just a second. Anything you guys want from me, if you're interested in working with me on a personal level, you can find out how to do so by looking in the description box below. Also down there, you'll see links to my Instagram and all this other stuff. So play around down there, take a look-see. And if you like what you see here today, please like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff, all right? Leo, we're going to get started with some messages, just a general overview for what's going on right now in your energy during this time in your season. Also make sure you check out your Leo playlist for 2021. You're going to see your birthday reading in there. You do have your August reading. I will be doing the mids probably tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, something like that. So if you want to see any other messages that I've done for you, make sure that you check your playlist, okay? All right, Leo, let's get into it. I've got so many decks around me. And if you guys are joining me here live tonight, feel free to type your question in the chat box, and I'll answer as soon as I can. I think I'm solo today, no mods. Yeah, one mod's on vacation, the other one's at work, so yeah. But if you do end up asking a question, I'll try my best to catch it. So let's get started. General messages for Leo at this time during their birthday season. General messages to start off tonight for Leo, please. Like, I keep looking at this one deck, but I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, they're like, no, that's the one. I keep staring at it, so this is the one, okay? So what's going on with you guys? Let's get a baseline for the messages for Leo at this time during their season. And again, guys, I hope you're well. If you had a great birthday celebration, tell me about it. If you didn't have a great birthday celebration, feel free to tell me about that too. I had a pretty good one. It was low key, which is what I want at this age. I don't want anything too fancy anymore. So mine was pretty low key. I spent it with my family. My mom cooked a dinner for me, which was very nice, which was actually on the tail end of being sick. I was not well for about 5 days. So like just as my birthday came, the illness tiptoed out of my life, which was nice. But yeah, I spent it with my family, got some cool gifts, some more tarot cards, oracle cards, which I'm going to have to study because it's a different system. So this will be fun, yeah. For me, the homework of learning more tarot should be fun for me. But anyway, how'd you guys celebrate your birthday? Let me know. All right, Leo, general messages to begin the evening. General messages for Leo at this time. What do they need to know? Okay. General messages for Leo, please. All right. Feels good. All right, guys, let's see what we got. Something flew right there on the table. So one. Going to start out with 3. Okay, Leo, things are popping off here. Are you? Oh, and one fell to the table here. Are you popping off? Got something to pop off about? Maybe. All right. So Knight of Wands, the Moon, Pisces energy, and the Devil, Capricorn. All right. So Leo, possibly some energy you're exuding or someone else around you is exuding of get it done. There's this tenacity coming off of this Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be you, could be someone else. Take it all with a grain of salt. You know where you are. Well, I would hope you know where you are in your own story. And it's just like this go, go, go energy. It's very, I want to succeed. I want things to progress. I want my desires to be fulfilled. I want my wishes to be fulfilled. Could be on the job, could be in your personal development, could be in your love life, could be anything, right? The determination is very admirable. But I feel it could be a little not enough. It could be not enough because the moon and the devil in combination coming out could be energies around you, could be circumstances and people around you, could be your own mindset, your deeper held emotions with the moon energy, could be conditioning or habits as far as the devil energy. So it's like desiring motion, desiring things to progress with the Knight of Wands, but then stalemates could be happening with the moon energy, stuck in a cycle is what that feels like. Yeah. Sleeping on something of significance, right? So, Leo, some of you, this is just you. This is a story of you. Others, this is intermingling with other people, but it just feels like something can't really move the way you or other people want it to move at this time. There are things that are unknown, things that are hidden, things that are secret, things that are subterranean, subconscious with the moon energy. And then with the devil, it could be, it's challenging for sure, but I'm not sure if it's challenging because someone is against you or if it's challenging because, I don't want to say like a life lesson. It just feels like, what else is new? It feels like this is typical. It is typical for Leo to be challenged in this way. It is difficult and typical for you to not be able to get to the bottom of this easily. It's typical that you would try your best and still come up short, or things still prove to be difficult in the long run, is what that feels like with this devil energy out here. So, Leo, I admire the Knight of Wands, but I feel like that's simply not enough to really go after the moon and devil combination. These two cards seem to be working together. And again, for many of you, this is you by yourself. This is just how you feel. It's not just how you feel. It's like your outlook, the way that you're interpreting information, because the moon can talk about misinterpretations. Yes. The devil definitely talks about perception or self-belief, self-worth. So for some of you, you're having a struggle within yourself, trying to overcome this. You're having a struggle trying to get answers to something. You're having a struggle pulling yourself out of a possibly pessimistic mindset. Knight of Wands will try his best. I'm not saying he because it's only for men. It's only because it's a knight. You could be a female and this is your experience. But the Knight of Wands is definitely an energy that wants to try, that wants to make things, to give it his best shot. But sometimes it's not enough to just want to succeed. Sometimes it's not enough to just want to succeed. So some of you want success, but there's a lack of action or a lack of follow through, or like I said, there's something that trips you up along the way. Person, place, or thing, I don't know. The devil energy. I mean, okay, sure, we could use that as an example. What's on this card? A delicious looking chocolate cake, right? So for some of you, you have addictions. Food addiction is a thing. Drug addiction is a thing. Alcohol, all kinds of things. There's something that you rely on that is comfortable, because what is a cake? It's comfort food. It's not actually nutritious, right? The nutritional value of a cake is very low, if anything, right? So whatever you rely on, it's comfortable. Even it's comfortable, but it's not good for you. So what is the devil? Let's figure that out, because and then we'll talk about the moon, because I think the clearest thing on the table is the Knight of Wands. The determination of the Knight of Wands is undeniable, I'd say. You or someone in the situation that you're dealing with, or everybody involved, whatever we're talking about, the desire is very clear, wanting things, moving forward valiantly, bravely, making strong statements, strong efforts, but it somewhere along the way gets cut short, gets tripped up. So let's figure it out. What's going on with the double energy? I'm very curious about this because Mama relates a little bit to what this message is. What's up with the devil? What's that about? Clarify the devil. What is the devil energy at this time for Leo? Why is that appearing in the reading? Clarify the devil, please. Why is the devil here for Leo? Thank you. Okay. So first card out was Page of Wands, Three of Wands, and then the Queen of Wands. Lots of Wands energy. So I dare say, Leo, this is mostly your energy. Like, you could be dealing with another Leo, could be dealing with another fire sign, that's fine. But I think this is mostly going to be a story about Leo. So I think this devil energy, you are waiting, Three of Wands, anticipating, feeling that this growth, feeling this thing that is meant to be, that is meant to happen, that is meant to be known to you, something like that. But the devil energy, I think, is, for some of you, Leos, a difficulty in responsibility, difficulty in possibly knowing your worth, understanding your role in a situation, understanding your own power. Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, right? Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. So I feel like there's a gap between this. Now, Page, Queen, could be talking child and parent relationship. So for some of you, you have a strained or wanting relationship with your parents and or your children, right? It could also be about yourself. You might be wanting to be a Queen of Wands, but you show up as a page. You might want to be a page, but you are forced into like, this is, for several of you, it's very historic. It's like from your past. So for some of you, you had to grow up faster. You know, you had a childhood where, not much of a childhood. At a young age, you were expected to be more mature. You were inundated with responsibilities from a young age. And that has created a certain condition into you. Devil energy, conditioning, comfort, what we know, the devil we know, yes? For good or for worse, So maybe that's made you incredibly tenacious. Maybe that's made you incredibly successful in your career. But what do you have to show for it in terms of love? What do you have to show for it in terms of how you connect with your family? Maybe that childhood that you were robbed of is because your family, the people who raised you, didn't do the hottest job of doing that, right? So there could be bitterness, anger there. So there's all different ways that we can interpret this energy. But I think it's, for many of you, contextually about your past and how it still relates to your future and present moment. Yes? So, Leo, I think you have, with the moon back there, yes, you have a deep recess here. There's a lot going on under the surface, a lot going on from your past and your subconscious that, again, affects your present and future moments. So the exploration, which the Knight of Wands isn't a great energy for that. Knight of Wands is not an energy that wants to dig up the past. Knight of Wands is very future oriented. So some of you, the idea of going back over what happened when you were little, going back over relationships that are no longer a part of your life and, understanding the significance of that. 10 of Cups, understanding the significance of those relationships and at some point how they made you happy, how they affected your wellness or your feeling of contentment, how they possibly affected your social life, how you ingratiate yourself in a group or how you feel worthy within a group, something like that. There's a deep dive that is possibly necessary that the Knight of Wands is not well equipped to do. So again, it's like this feeling of falling short or having good intentions and having the desire be there clearly, but you simply can't execute because the Knight of Wands doesn't have everything that is necessary to tackle the moon and the devil energy and all that we discussed in the clarification. Yeah. And then I saw it as I was shuffling. This was the bottom of the deck just a second ago, the Hermit energy. So Virgo energy, Hermit is about self-exploration, self-criticism, reflection. That is not easy. It's not easy to do that. I do want to clarify the moon because for some of you, maybe you don't know where to start with that. I feel like the moon kind of covers a large portion of time or a large portion of your energy at this time. So let's figure out the moon a little bit. What's going on with the moon? Show me more on the moon. Clarify the moon for Leo, please. I'm really dragging out this general. There's a lot here, and I normally wouldn't talk this long about a general, but let's see. So the moon energy for Leo, why is it here? Show me more on the moon energy. Clarify the moon for Leo. King of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And Death, Scorpio energy. Could be dealing, don't have to be. Give me one more. King of Pentacles, Death. For some, literally, it's the death of a King of Pentacles figure in your life, whomever that is. I don't think that that's a current death. I think for many of you, that's a past death. I think that it's something, it was significant to you. Five of Pentacles, okay. So, what's beneath the surface with the moon energy? King of Pentacles, Death, and the Five of Pentacles. So like I was just saying, some of you experienced an actual physical death of a King of Pentacles figure. Could be a father figure, could be an earth sign. Doesn't have to be either of those things. But a person who, they were very key in your material world. They were very key, either past or present. They're very much a keystone to how you found your self-worth, how you found your place in the world, how you found your footing in the world, how you factored in or how you factored yourself into the bigger picture, right? So this could be a person who, if they weren't a relative of yours, they could have been a boss. They could have been a mentor. They could have been, a pastor at your church or something like that. Someone that you idolized because they gave you rhyme and reason to your life, or they gave you a sense of purpose. They were the first person to maybe congratulate you or compliment you on a job well done. They were the first person who, if it was a relative, like they gave you an allowance and they taught you the value of money, things like this. So there were lessons that you learned from this person. Could be a spouse in some of your cases. But this person and you have transcended. I wanted to say transformed, but transcended came out. So maybe together you guys have transcended something, or in separate ways you've transcended something, but more to the cards that came out here, Death and Five of Pentacles. You have transformed. Both of you in separate ways, in your individual ways. That makes sense, yes? Pentacles, I feel. Now, for some of you, this person, as a King of Pentacles, they were supporting you in some type of way. They don't have to, this person does not have to pass, they don't have to be dead. They could still very much be alive, but they are exited from your life. And that support that they gave to you is now gone. Oh, that's very interesting. For some of you, Leos, this is what someone else has gone through. That's kind of they want me to clarify. Leo, this is, for some Leos, this isn't you. This is someone around you. And this is still significant to the moon energy. Perhaps you intersect with a person, a friend, a family member who is going through what I was just talking about. And you might want something from them. You might want to connect with them in a certain way, but you can't because this is what they're dealing with. They want me to clarify that because for some of you Leos, you're like, I've never had a person like this in my life. I've never had someone who supports me. I support myself. Going back to that Page of Wands, Queen of Wands thing, forced to grow up at a younger age. Yes. Anyway, so going back to this King of Pentacles dynamic with the Five of Pentacles and death, whomever it is, that person is no longer supporting another person, whether it be you or a friend or a family member, whoever, right? And that really puts someone in a position of lack. Position of lack, yes. Now I'm getting like a family drama. Like this could be a brother, a sister, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, something like that, where their misdeeds or their misfortune ripples down to you or your siblings, something like that. So the misdeeds or the loss or the transition, the transformation of an older person from a generation before you or 2 generations before you, whatever happened to them it trickles down to you, right? And that could be a loss of fortune along family lines. Generational wealth could have been shifted, could have been lost, yes. And all of this moon energy is not known to you. It's not consciously known to you. You haven't put these pieces together. If it's happening to someone else, you have no idea. They're not sharing this information with you. This could be your best friend. This could be, like I said, for some of you, your spouse, could be your brother or sister. They're keeping secrets from you. Moon energy, secret keeping. And it could be because someone is ashamed. If you look at the woman on the card, she looks like oh, don't look at me. Don't look over here. Please don't take notice of me. So this could be family secrets that are layered with all kinds of drama. A lot of wands energy. So wands to me is very physical. It's very fiery. Can be quite dramatic. You've got the devil energy. I mean, that's a highly dramatic card in terms of the emotional distress or the emotional highs and lows that we can experience. Yes. So there's so many things that you don't know. You might be, again, in this Knight of Wands energy. I want to take care of it. I want things to get moving. I want to see progression. I want. This I can take on the world energy, this very tenacious energy. But because you're not sure what you're battling against, I'm not 100% sold, Leo, that this is going to succeed for you. Could be a matter of time. Could be a matter of effort that needs to be pulled back on your part. Like I said, for some of you, this is most of what I described was happening with someone else, and you're just the witness to it. There's a lot here, Leo. Tell you what I will do. Let's get a card of advice for Leo. How should Leo proceed in this situation? I'm doing a lot in this general. That's ridiculous. But the message feels bigger than 10 minutes. I try to keep these to 10 minutes, I think, or, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. But anyway, let's get a card of advice here. Leo, this is definitely bigger than you are aware of, or that you're willing to accept, that you're able to deal with at this time. There's something. It's like that whole thing that we say about icebergs, how we can only see about 20% of the iceberg on the top of the surface of the water, and like underneath is like this massive amount of ice. It's like that. There's something very large in size, in scope, in impact underneath the surface that you may not be aware of and or capable of dealing with. Okay, let's get a card of advice. What is the card of advice for Leo in the situation? How should they proceed? What is the card of advice for Leo? I shouldn't say how should you proceed. How could you proceed? How could they proceed in this situation for their highest good? Card of advice for Leo in this situation, please. Well, it was important to come out. The Hermit. Virgo energy. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Could be born close to the Virgo cusp. If so, happy birthday again. Upcoming for you guys. But number one, this Hermit is very interesting because it's one of the more pleasant depictions of the Hermit in a tarot deck. And what is she doing? She's in a tub. getting clean, right? So there's something about maybe coming clean, you or other people in the situation, someone else, whoever the primary, I suppose, protagonist here would be, coming clean about something, getting to the bottom of something, and not being afraid to, scrub it out. Like imagine, you know, you worked a very physically demanding job, a mechanic, coal miner, farmer, whatever, and you're out in the elements all day, an explorer, whatever. You're out there getting dirty all day. Imagine going home, drawing a nice hot bubble bath, and how dirty that water's going to be because you're in there scrubbing the dirt and grime off of yourself. That can skeeve people out. Ugh, I know lots of people who are like, I don't take baths because you're essentially sitting in your own dirty water. And I'm just like, sure, okay. But it's sort of like that. As you come clean, as you scrub your body clean, this is all metaphorical, of course, the water will become dirty and you'll be able to see the proof. Maybe not see the proof, but it's a different way of interpreting the work that you've done. If you scrubbed yourself clean after a hard day's work and the water is dirty, murky, whatever, it's like the after effect of your hard endeavor. There's something about recognizing what has happened, what you have invested in already, how you have proceeded. Yes? Yes. Okay. So hermit is reflective, basically. In this tub, in this bath, this woman here, she would be reflective of her day, of her week, of her month, of her year, whatever. Be able to sit back, relax, soak in a hot tub, and go over what has already transpired and come out the other side clean. So, Leo, if you have something to come clean about, because again, the moon can talk about secrets, can talk about illusions, can talk about lies, can talk about information that's withheld purposely. For some, it's not about confessions or anything like that. It is more so about recognition, acknowledging how certain people and events in your life up until this point have affected you, period. You could be 20 years old, that's the task. You could be 69 years old, 42 years old, and that's the task, okay? There's this needing to understand the scope, and in order to understand everything that's going on in your external, to understand your impact on others, other people's impact on you, you have to do it from an internal space. You have to seek your answer from within. That's a tall order. It's not likely to be enjoyable. That's the other thing about the hermit, which is, obviously, again, different than what's depicted in this card. It's not meant, hermit's work in tarot is not pleasant most of the time. 9 times out of 10, not pleasant. So, Leo, whatever you're going through or will be going through, whatever exploration is necessary, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself. Maybe that's how we can interpret that visual there with this deck. Be gentle with yourself. Don't hold a grudge against yourself or other people is maybe another message that we could get from that, okay? I clearly wrapped up the general because we were going on for almost 30 minutes with that. So Leo, if you guys are here tonight and you have a question for me, type it in the chat box and I'll answer it as soon as I can. Gosh, I always say I'm going to write these things down and I never do. What do I do next? I do, general, career and finance, I think is first. Career and finance, health. Yeah, okay. So career and finance for Leo. Let's see which deck we're going to use for this. Career and finance for Leo. Career and finance for Leo. Ooh, that one kind of shot out the corner of my eye, so we're going to take this one. The Wild Unknown. All right, so let's see what's going on. And if you guys are watching this on repeat, I do appreciate that as well. Leave a comment, leave a like, do whatever you need to do. Subscribe to the channel, of course, if you haven't subscribed before. And Leo, if you're here tonight live right now, ask a question of me. I'll answer it. That's what this whole event is for you guys. Connect with me, connect with the tarot, ask some questions for free because it's your birthday. And it's my gift from me to you. Yeah? All right, so career and finance for Leo. What are the messages? Career and finance for Leo. Messages for them at this time. That feels good. All right, we'll get into that. For Leo, please. Career and finance. Ooh, Mother of Pentacles. That's good. AKA Queen of Pentacles. Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then we got the Seven of Pentacles. Temperance. Sagittarius, Temperance. Am I doing another one? You know, I got to tell you, this feels immediately like yes. Like maybe things are restructuring around you at this time. Oh, this flipped over, so we'll take that. Hangman. We'll start with those four. It feels like progression. It feels like things are moving, but calm down, Leo, or pace yourself. You don't want to burn out. You don't want to panic. I'm getting a sense of some of you might be panicking or anxious about a job, anxious about hearing back about something, anxious over your money. I'm getting really from the Seven of Pentacles that some of you are like incessantly counting your money or checking your bank account. For whatever reason, maybe you're looking for a deposit, maybe you're looking for things to be debited from your account, whatever, but it's like every day, several times a day. For some of you, you're checking your account, To what end? I don't know. Mother of Pentacles, some of you have a position. Some of you are mothers or guardians of children, AKA dads, or, you might foster, you might be, an adoptive parent, whatever. But there is this protective energy. If it's not over children, it's over your life in general, over the sustainability of your life. Some of you, it's been a struggle lately to get things paid for, to make sure that you're able to take care of yourself in some type of way. So again, there's like this panic. Where I think you need to chill out a little bit is the Temperance and the Hangman. Some of you, again, you're anxiously waiting to hear back about money or a job specifically, or both things. Maybe you went in for a promotion, because again, the Seven of Pentacles looks like it's like ascending, yes? So some of you, you're moving up your career path, you're moving up your career ladder, and you're just like waiting to be told, you got the promotion, you got the job, you've been reassigned, and it comes with this bonus, and da-da-da-da-da. You're waiting to be told. And in your waiting period, you're getting flustered. Calm down, Leo. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. In some form or fashion, you're going to be good. Temperance is rebalancing of the scales. Yes. Again, Sagittarian energy. It's this melding unlike things together in a successful way, in a proportioned way. And I think that's either happening for you. You've got people working on your behalf who are going to see to that, or you've put yourself in such a position that even in this lull, this moment where you're uncertain, on the other side, you'll be fine. Hangman is giving me patience, Leo. You have to be patient here. I feel it's overall good, but because it's not here in the immediate, it's not here when you think it's supposed to be. Again, some of you are checking your bank account every day. It's supposed to show up. Today's the 12th. It was supposed to show up on the 11th. Maybe it shows up on the 13th, the 16th, whatever. And I'm not trying to say be cool about it, because maybe you have debts, maybe you have bills that need to be paid off of money. Maybe you're expecting something to be delivered to you. Chill out. You'll be okay. I don't see... I really feel most of you Leos are going to hear good news, or you're going to get affirmations that what you were waiting for is going to come to you. Again, Hangman, patience, and you've been waiting. Temperance, things are being set right. Bottom of the deck, Star. So some of you, dreams are coming true. Some of you, that's like a contract of a lifetime is what they're telling me there. Contract of a lifetime. So for some of you, this could be a job of a lifetime. that you're waiting for or that you're waiting to hear about? That's very interesting. I don't think I need to clarify anything here. I think that's pretty much a clear message. You understand what the Mother of Pentacles is. That's you taking care of your own. That's you taking care of your house and your home. I like that. That's a cultivating energy. If you need to be busy with something, be busy with that. Be busy with, dotting your, or what is that? Crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Pay attention to those details. So for those where in your haste you may have glossed over the details, go back and look at them. It'll eat up some time at the very least. So I don't think we need to clarify anything here. Let's just get a little bit more, because that was kind of a quick one, and clearly the general took forever. So let's see. Give me more information here in career and finance for Leo. Show me more for Leo in career and finance, please. Let's get a little bit more. C2, Devil. Here we go. So for some, this Devil was a big player in the general reading, but I think this Devil is a little bit more, or a little bit different. I think this is some of you having anxiety over not your role, but just like things going according to plan. Eight of Pentacles coming out with it. So for some of you, it's like there's protocol, I suppose, or expectations that are not being met in a timely fashion. And it's like really driving you crazy. You submitted an application 2 weeks ago. Who's the hiring manager on this job? Why haven't they called you back? You expect to have something in a timely fashion. You've worked really hard, Devil and Eight of Pentacles. You've worked really hard for this, whatever it is. You've really put your best foot forward here. So I think in combination, this is telling me what you've done and also telling me your attributes. What you should understand about yourself, Leo, possibly you should have some confidence, if for those of you who might not be so confident, is that you have shown you're diligent, hardworking, smart, inventive when you need to be, stickler for the rules when you had to be, whatever job you're going for, whatever thing you want to be congratulated for or recognized for, realize that you are worth it or worthy of that recognition. Some of you are driving yourselves crazy. The spider, building that spider web, you are, I want to say take a break, Leo. Hangman can talk about that too. The need to take a break, the need to pull back, step away from the situation, get up from your desk, take a walk, let the project marinate over the weekend. Don't drive yourself crazy here. So further confirmation, Leo, relax. You've done your work. You've been diligent in your work. You've shown that you're worthy. It's up to whoever's in charge of hiring, setting, the contract into motion. Relax, okay? Pretty easy for career reading. Not too bad. All right, Leo. So that's your career and finance. If you're here tonight, Leo, and you have a question for me, ask it. Type it in the chat box. I will read it. I'll answer it as soon as I can. All right. We are moving along here tonight. Oh, why am I closing that? I might need it. All right, guys. So career and finance, and now we do health and wellness. So let's see what deck we're going to use for that. Health and wellness for Leo. Health and wellness for Leo. Okay. Santa Muerte. All right. Leo. So what did I ask you earlier? Did I ask you guys what you did for your birthday? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're here live tonight, what you did for your birthday to celebrate. Also, Leo, I don't know. I guess that's more of a question that I'd have to ask one of you guys that I might know personally. But I'm just like, You know, Leo, have you been having a a very interesting year or two? I feel several Leos are in my similar energy of like, I'm just coasting down this river. I think I'm doing okay, but sometimes I'm like, am I drowning in this river? No, I'm just floating. Okay. Okay. And so, like, learning to trust the flow is definitely something I'm struggling with. But it's not about me, guys. It's about you guys. So, but let's get into health and wellness for Leo. But if you understand what I'm talking about, or that sounds vaguely familiar to your path at this time, share with a girl. I need to know where my other floaties, my other Leo floaters are going down this river. Letting the powers that be just decide where we're going. I'm like, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, guys, health and wellness for Leo. Let's figure this one out. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Health and wellness for Leo. And remember, guys, to check your playlist if you're interested in other readings I've done for you this year in 2021. Also, look back at 2020, 2019, whatever you want to do. Health and wellness, Leo. Messages for them at this time. For Leo. Health and wellness. All right, that's good. Here we go. Wheel of Fortune, all right. Ooh. Let's see, okay. Knight of Wands, and then Unknown. I feel like Leo, they want me to do like 4s to do your... I normally do like 3 as the base, but I feel like 4 has to come out. So that's interesting. Okay. 4 of Wands. All right, so Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands, Fire Sign Energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 10 of Swords, 4 of Wands. All right. Something's got to give here, Leo. Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarian energy, could be dealing, don't have to be. Something has to give. I think you understand. Well, some of you understand. Let's put it that way. Some of you understand that there's a certain breaking point in this arena of life, health and wellness. There's a certain moment in time where, things might take a turn for the worst. And in terms of health and wellness, where we can help the situation, quote unquote, we should. Yes. I think some of you are very aware of that. I think some of you understand, if I keep doing this, if I keep allowing this, if either doing or allowing this, it could get to a point where things become all the more difficult, because this Wheel of Fortune can turn, the Wheel of Fortune can turn in your favor or not so much in your favor. And I think some of you realize, I'm looking at a downturn here. If I don't step in now, if I don't step up now, if I don't take the reins of the situation, Knight of Wands, if I don't take control of the situation, if I don't act in a proactive manner, things could really take a turn for the worst. Sensible. The Knight of Wands isn't always about sensibility or being mindful, but with the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Wands here, it's very apparent, Leo. What you have is adversity. What you have here is difficulty. What you have here is some type of pain or discomfort or sadness or challenge affecting 4 of Wands, your stability, your home life, your foundation. Some of you, I always like in this deck, it looks like a flower stall. So for some of you, it's your business, the health and wellness of your business. Some of you understand that the circumstances that you're in, the hours that you're keeping at work, how much you're giving into your business, how much it's, taking of your personal time away from your family is actually going to destabilize your family. So you could be a workaholic, Leo, and you realize proactively or in an attempt to keep your business afloat, your home life is sinking, or vice versa. You could be spending too much time at home, letting your business suffer. So you understand how precarious or changeable, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands, something in your life that is stable, secure, that you depend on, that you find beauty in, Four of Wands here, you enjoy it. You understand that that could be taken away, that could be yanked away from you at a moment's notice. So for some of you, this is, being proactive, seeing a doctor, seeing a professional. This is being proactive in slowing things down. You might have been rushing, trying to get to a certain outcome, trying to jump over, because it's almost like with this card, the skeleton horse is almost like leaping over something, right? So some of you might be trying to skip over a step or two in order to get to a certain goal, but that it doesn't really serve you in the long run to do that. So, the cards are not really advising that. The cards are really advising that whatever passion and drive that you have, Leo, to really refocus that and reprioritize or reroute yourself the way you've been doing it, whatever way that is. Team do too much, or team do the bare minimum. You need to not reverse it, but you need to alter that a little bit. So if you've been working 13-hour days for the past 6 months, you might want to reconsider continuing to do that, because that's going to take a toll on you. If you've been doing 5-hour days for the past 6 months, you might want to up it a little bit. You understand? So whichever way the wheel is turning for you, where you feel you're in a bad patch or you've been in a burnt out patch, make way, or again, facilitate things, with the passion and the drive and the fervor of the Knight of Wands, so that you get into a calmer time, less stressful. Ten of Swords, less stressful, right? And if you've been slacking, dragging your feet, being kind of lazy or being kind of nonchalant about things, now it's time to tighten up, buckle up, and really put in that extra effort so that you don't slip into, I don't want to say bad behaviors, but it feels like a place that just, you don't want to go there. If you're on the upside of the wheel, you don't want it to continue to spin, even though it will at some point. But if you can control or influence it to not spin as fast or spin so sharply, you would want to do that, Leo. So for some of you, laziness has been the name of the game, or if not laziness, just like business as usual. Like you haven't done much, anything that's been new and exciting. You've just been doing the same old stuff. You don't need to do anything, but it is suggested that you put a little bit more effort out there. Instead of being complacent, be dynamic. If you've been incredibly dynamic 24/7, you got nothing but energy and ideas, and you're always, burning yourself out every day, cool your jets, okay? What's up with the Four of Wands? Because for some of you, that's home life. For some of you, that's work life, combination of both. So let's see about the Four of Wands, because especially if it's your home life, even if it is your work life, that affects other people. So let's clarify that a little bit. What's going on with the Four of Wands for Leo? Why is that here in their reading? Why is the Four of Wands here for Leo? Show me. Good old moon again. Piscean energy, could be dealing, don't have to be. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. So for some, you're just not facing the truth. You don't want to hear what I've just told you, whether that's you're doing too much or you're doing too little. You really don't appreciate that message. But that's truly what's at work here, is that in some ways, Leo, you might be your own worst enemy at this time, regarding your health and wellness. You're not prioritizing your health and wellness. You're ignoring signs of fatigue. You're ignoring signs of exhaustion, dehydration. Some of you been here recently have issues with your GI system at this time. So it's just you're not doing your due diligence to take care of those things. Others of you, you're not doing enough. Like you're doing, I just said it, you're doing too much or too little. And that's the truth of the matter that you care not to recognize. Now, for some of you, this is the reason you do this is it's a stress cope. It's how you cope with stress, to throw yourself into your work, which if you were here earlier for the career and finance reading, that kind of was showing that some Leos are anticipating some change in their work life, really throwing themselves out, or throwing themselves into their career and expecting results immediately. That's a stress coping mechanism for some of you, is to overcompensate in your career to the detriment of your health. Okay. Yeah, so for some of you, this is not some, a good portion of you. Yes, okay. A good portion of you, this is how you deal when things are not in your control, when you feel destabilized, since this is clarifying the Four of Wands, when you feel you don't have things completely under your belt or within your control, things are unpredictable. So then you try to create predictability or create a situation where, all right, I know what I'm doing. If I'm in control, if I'm working, 12-hour days, there's no chance that someone else at my job could screw things up because I've, stayed beyond them. So if they've created problems and they left 4 hours ago, boom, I can fix it because I'm staying that extra time. And it's not going to reflect, and I'm not going to allow it to reflect poorly on me. And again, to the detriment of your health. So, Leo, you have to be careful here, because I feel this Wheel of Fortune is like, almost like, it's in the middle of the card. It's a little tiny, but can you see that hourglass there? A little bit. So, Leo, for some of you, it's a matter of time before things, possibly go wrong or possibly go right. I don't know. For some, this could be about a breakthrough. The Wheel of Fortune can turn in your favor. So for some of you, if we read this, you are unexpectedly going to come into some type of reward, some type of better standing, feeling better, feeling rested, whatever ails you is cleared up in time. And it's unexpected because you've been working yourself like a dog, or you've been so preoccupied, almost to an obsessive level, Leo, for some of you, that you didn't expect a return on your effort. You were working yourself crazy just to make ends meet. And then out of nowhere, boom, you get a promotion, or out of nowhere, I don't know how working hard can lead to good health and wellness outcomes, but maybe it does. Okay, so let's think of it this way. Let's think, and okay, there we go. Instead of this being like tied to what you do in your quote unquote regular life or your work life, right? Let's say for some of you, this has been a health journey and you were pre-diabetic, diabetic, whatever. And it's been a struggle for you, 10 of Swords, Knight of Wands, to really change your diet, change your eating habits, what have you. And you've been doing it, just like focused on making these improvements. And let's say you go to your doctor and out of nowhere, your levels are great. Your blood work is clear. Your cholesterol drops. You didn't intend that, or you weren't so focused on it. So in that way, some of you, the wheel can turn in a positive way. But for those where this could be turning in a negative way, that, you sense it. You're like, oh, my head feels weird. Oh, my back and all this stuff. Or, emotionally, you're not feeling too hot. So you know your story. You know where you are. Leo, take care of yourself. Like, that's the best way I can think of this. If you think you're doing too much, understand that that's a possibility, and just amend, edit, pull it back a little bit. If you realize you're not doing enough, the pounds are packing on, your pressure's up, whatever food ailments happen to you, you get gassy when you eat certain foods, cut those foods out. Less gas. Simple solution. That's the thing here. This feels like a simple solution. Let me turn this back and just talk about it real quick. Because look at how dark and cloudy or overcast the moon looks, right? The only way that this person can see themselves is in a reflection. And a reflection, well, it's the best that we can do as humans. We can't see ourselves without a reflection or a camera or something like that. So basically, the opposite of clear or cloudy is stark truth, right? So some of you just have to be aware of that. The antidote to what ails you at this time could be stark truth, honest truth that you haven't accepted, that you haven't wanted to hear, that you have not allowed yourself to take on board. Some of you have already been told by your doctors and therapists and what have you, this is what you have to do. End of. Period. Paragraph. That's all you have to do, Leo. And you're like, I think I'm going to get a second, third, fourth, and fifth opinion. Thank you very much. And the second, third, fourth opinion tells you the same thing that you already knew. So, Leo, you have to do this work. I understand sometimes you don't want to do it. But that felt like maybe for some of you, it could have certain consequences behind it if you're not too careful. Okay? All right, guys. I guess Sunday night isn't the time to do this. And plus, a lot of people do live readings on Sundays. So, and I'm not, obviously I'm not a huge reader here on YouTube. So, Leo, if you are watching on the repeat, I appreciate you. If you've been watching this whole time, I appreciate you as well. Anytime you want to like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment on videos, like them, please do so. I appreciate that. We will move now into love and romance for Leo. What's going on there? Yeah, we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot. All right, love and romance for Leo at this time. Let's get some messages on that. Oh boy. Leo, messages for you guys. In love and romance for Leo at this time. Leo, how has your dating life been? How's your married life been? How's your single life been? Let me know. Your girl has been something. I personally, I don't know what is going on in the department for me. So I'm just very much, I think I'm very much trying to remove myself from this area of life and focus on other areas, because this area of life has been kind of for me for the past several years. So I'm like, I'm no longer interested in things. But you let me know what's going on with you guys. If you guys are having a better time, let me know. I love hearing good love stories. I love hearing about people's, victories or just good things happening, period. So if you got good tales to share, let me know. Inspire me. Anyway, let's get into it. Love and romance for Leo at this time. What do they need to know for our love and romance for Leo at this time? Love and romance for Leo, please. All right, let's do it. Oh. Felt a little weird there. All right, let's see. Love and wellness. Love and romance for Leo. Death. Butt of chaos. Scorpio energy. Oh my, that's a lot. Is that 3? Yeah, okay. Like this. Let me see which way we're going to spread these out. Like this. Or like this. Okay, like this. Okay, so Death, Queen of Cups, Fool, Ten of Wands. Wheel. Scorpio, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius. Could be dealing, don't have to be. Talk about a fresh start, baby. Either you have that now in front of you, Leo. Some of you, it's right here, right now on your path. Others of you, this is what you want. Interesting. And very quickly, I don't think it's the bulk of the story, but this card in this deck is called Death and Rebirth. So for some of you, this could be a reconciliation. This could be a clean slate with someone that you already know. If that's your story, Leo, you know that, or at least you sense that in the ether. But don't hold on to that too tightly, because anything that involves a rebirth in your love and romance, well, not anything. Let me rephrase this. Leo, if you are feeling, contemplating, considering, being presented with a chance at a rebirth, reconciliation with a person, again, it's two people, right? You and they both have to align in order for it to succeed. It can't be you want it, they don't want it, or they want it and you don't want it. Like, that's just going to be a stalemate. That's going to possibly create another cycle of the same old thing or something similar to it. But that's only for some of you, the rebirth thing. Others of you, this is just purely transformative energy. This is purely a releasing energy. For the bulk of this energy, Leo, I think is about self-love, self-acceptance, and realizing what you've done to get yourself here or get yourself so far down this path, and then accepting that there's probably more of the path to experience, to journey down, etc. So I feel, regardless, Leo, of whether this is purely a death transformative energy or if it is a death and rebirth energy or reconciliation energy, no matter which way it goes for you guys, you just want to be free. You want to be at peace. You want to feel safe, calm. You want to, as much as you can, be without worry, be without attachment. Okay, that's interesting. With this word attachment, they want me to signal you back to the presence of the devil in the previous. It was the general and the career and finance reading. The devil showed up for you twice. And this idea of freedom comes from that. Free from expectations, free to a certain extent from not responsibilities, but just like being able to take care of your responsibilities the way you choose. I feel with the Fool energy and a little bit with the Death energy, you've been expected to do things the way other people want you to do it. Or this is something that you're learning about yourself. You have high expectations of other people. It's like being unburdened from that. 10 of Wands, being unburdened from that, freed from that idea that things have to go a certain way. I have to perform a certain way or show up a certain way in love and relationships, love and romantic relationships, and other people have to show up a certain way. It's like clean slating all of that. Pushing it aside. That's not, I don't want to say it's not the truth, but it's not resonating with you. Let's put it that way. It's no longer your truth. Might be the truth for others, might have been the truth for you in the past. But going forward, Leo, look at the posture, look at the gesture of the Queen of Cups. It's very much hands to God, wash my hands of it. I don't want stress. I don't want anxiety over this. I don't want burdens over this. I just want peace and calm and happiness. Now, for some of you, death could signal the end of something. So for some, 10 of Wands also, on your book ended here with the Death and the 10 of Wands. Some of you, this is the end of a relationship, a significant one that you've had from beginning to end. So basically, a relationship that you've been in, Leo, or someone around you has been in, thank you, is coming to an end. Naturally so. Because death is a, in both in tarot and as a concept in life, it's a very natural process. It's a very natural part of things. So you or someone else fighting against this ending, it's futile. It's futile. We go through so many different types of death, transformation, endings in our lifetimes, right? As an individual, as a person, not just the beginning of my life and the end of it, even in between those two ultimate start and finish points, there will be several different types of death, different endings. Your relationships between family members, friends, lovers, spouses, whatever, that is a part of that story. And that's what's going on here for some. For some, you are getting out of something that served its purpose in your life. It ran its route. Look at the 10 of Wands. There was a certain path that this woman and her ox had to walk. They walked it. They were up at the top of the mount, now or the hill, now they're at the bottom. There was no other way for it to go. And I don't want to say there is freedom, but you can experience some type of freedom. You can experience some type of release of just accepting that. Here we go. Let's put it this way. For some of you, if this was a significant relationship with a partner, could be friends and family. Love is more than just romantic love. But for those where this is like a marriage or something, I understand that we take vows till death do us part and all that, right? Who wrote that? What man who was in a position of power, or what men who were in positions of power wrote those standard vows? And it doesn't have to be physical men, but like what human created that paradigm or that rule? Yes, I'm for marriage, BT dubs. I support, but I also understand that we put a lot of emphasis on the finiteness of marital contracts. It is forever. Nothing is forever. Nothing is forever. And if along the path, Leo, you or someone else evolves, well, you both should evolve. And if a part of that evolution means you no longer are a unit, so be it. I'm still a champion for marriage. I love the idea of a long-term commitment, either officially, sanctioned by law or any religious doctrine or not. But sometimes it's not the way for everybody. Sometimes a particular union isn't the way, right? So there's a lot in here where some of you're leaving something for a long time and you're being told, or you have it conditioned into you. Again, circling back to the presence of the two devil cards earlier in the readings, you have it conditioned into you that you should feel guilty about the ending of this relationship, when actually you feel very free. You feel reborn, death, rebirth. You feel really back to center, back to self, possibly for the first time. Who knows? It could be in a few, like one or two of you. This could be like I said before, a reconciliation. Something that you thought was over with someone comes back around. And somehow this new connection with an old person or someone that you're familiar with, someone that you've known before, someone that you had a previous connection with, previous contact with, this renewed connection is better than the first time around for some of you. So, Leo, in general, I think no matter where you are, splitting apart, coming together with someone brand new for the first time, coming together with someone that you've known before, or just being contented in your singlehood, no matter which route is yours, which path is yours, what story is yours, you ultimately seek peace, seek calmness, things that are Not that you want things to be easy. I think that you want things to fit, period. Fit. I think that you want things to, people and situations, energies to align where you're at. If you're if you're in this phase in life where I don't seek commitments, I don't seek forever, I'm not interested in dating, then that's what you're going to get. And if that's where your peace is at, I think it's going to show up for you. If you do want commitment, if you do want forever and forever beyond, from now until eternity, and you want to pledge your undying soul to another person, then I think that's what you are wanting to meet you, because the likeness is what's going to give you peace. The fact that you've met a person, or you're in a situation, or you're in an energy, you're on a frequency that responds to what you're giving out. So it's like you have this cyclical connection between yourself and another person. You have this cyclical connection between yourself and your higher self, your higher guides, God, universe, spirit, whatever, Jehovah, whatever you believe in. There's a tether between you and the other, whatever, that will give you, I don't want to say give you, but it will confirm what you naturally feel is what you feel is needed for you right now. It feels very natural to you, whatever you're desiring. You want reconciliation with this person for whatever reason, whomever they are. You ended on good terms, you ended on bad terms, whatever. You want them to return that frequency to you. Did you miss me as much as I missed you? That's sort of the vibe. If they say yes, cool. Then y'all take off like gangbusters. If they're like, yeah, I mean, I guess, then that's a sign that no, we're not on the same frequency. If you are meeting someone for the first time and they just want to play it cool and casual, no big commitments, and that speaks to your soul, perfect. If that doesn't speak to your soul, they're talking, non-committal, and you're very much, I'm a commitment freak. I love it. I want to hammer thing or anchor things down immediately. Then you're not on the same frequency. This whole like frequency thing, full energy. It's like knowing what's for you and attuning yourself to it, aligning yourself to it, or allowing the universe to bring it into you. It's and having no expectation, releasing any sense of guilt, any sense of I owe to someone else, or I owe to my family, I owe to my friends, I owe to da 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 da. No, I owe to me. Is it comfortable with me what I'm doing? Is this person comfortable with me as they come towards me and I go towards them? Is the meeting place of us comfortable? Do I feel free in this moment? Do I feel, and whatever free means to you, you can be free and feel free in a, 25-year marriage. Those two things are not, you know, uh, 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 independent of each other. They can coexist. You can have long-term commitment and undying freedom within a commitment. That's possible, right? Might be rare, but it is possible. And again, I don't think you want it to be easy, because you have challenges on either side. You've got death over here and you've got the 10 of Wands over here. So the book ends do equal some type of work or effort. Things will be trying, things will be difficult to a certain degree, but in the center, Queen of Cups, full energy, you feel very much you feel very capable. Like the Queen of Cups is giving me like a very silent confidence. But again, at the end of the day, Leo, for some of you, this is a story about self-love. This is about you transforming in some type of way, evolving into a place where the care that you have, that you normally would give, comes without expectation. The love and care that you receive comes without expectation. You don't expect to give unendingly or without an end, and you don't expect to receive without an end. It's like, that's not a great explanation. This is, I suppose it's like a, what do you call that? Um, like an infinity fountain or an infinity pool, how it just flows and flows and flows and flows and flows. It never stops. And because it never stops, it somehow that unendingness or that continual flow somehow allows you to release expectations or lessen them, if not release incredibly entirely, even though this is one, two, three, maybe even all four to a certain degree are about releasing. If you don't release fully, at least you get comfortable with the idea of not thinking about, not being pressed about, not being focused on the expectations. This is a lot. I got to tell you, it's not the clearest message. And it's different for all of you because, like I said, for some of you, this is about coming into union. For some others of you, it's about ending a union. For some, it's about going back around another time with a person. But again, no matter what, Leo, and I think I said this for your August reading, no matter what, you need to feel at peace with it. You need to feel aligned with it. And whoever comes into your life, you have to feel aligned with them and vice versa. If at any point things seem a little off, it's not it. And it's not about perfection, not possible here on earth. It's not about perfection. It's just about this knowingness. Perhaps that's what I'm sensing. Your reliance on your intuition might supersede expectations, either that you place on yourself or other people place on you, or vice versa, right? So if you can tap into with this Queen of Cups energy, or the person that you're interested in has Queen of Cups energy strongly, strong intuitive natures, possibly a strong empathic nature. Doesn't have to be, but could be. And doesn't have to be a female, can be any gender, doesn't matter. But this intuitive knowing, that might be how you release yourself. That might be how you find peace and freedom that you're seeking. 10 of Wands, that you're seeking, that you've traveled a great distance to get to. All right, you know what I want? I want to see. What do we want? Do we want an outcome or do we want to see what's next? Almost the same thing. But I think what's next is a little bit more of a succinct message versus the outcome, which can be 10 years from now. So let's see what's next, because that's a little bit more of a time-sensitive question. So what's next in love and romance for Leo? I don't want to clarify anything. That was a lot of different messages off of those 4 cards. So let's just see what happens next for Leo. And then we're done, guys. Yeah. Okay, they're like, yes, yes, yes. 8 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. So 8 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. So progression. I think you, with the 8 of Cups, for many of you, okay, a few of you, I should say, a few of you, you're actually going to travel somewhere physically. You're going to attend an event. You're going to see, like, visit friends, visit family, maybe go sightseeing, something like that. And it's not about another person, but you will connect. You will connect to whatever we were just talking about. The truth of the matter, the desire on your end. What do you desire? Do you truly, after, playing it solo for 15 years or 5 years or 2 years, whatever it is your truth now you want commitment while traveling, while reflecting also with the 8 of Cups, while doing something on your own between these two cards, doing something on your own, tending to yourself, exploring the world, having fun, whatever you're doing, you will find assurance that this is the new path I want. Where I've been, 8 of Cups has been dissatisfactory or got to a point, developed to a point, progressed to a point of dissatisfaction. Whether that be the single life, the married life, whether that be the no commitment life. I just dated a whole bunch of people for the past 5 years, or I've dated one person and it turned into caca, whatever. That is no longer serves you, that situation, that mindset, that feeling, that priority. Now we're reprioritizing. Now we're seeking, I don't want to say the next thing, but it does feel like an elevation. So, Leo, I think this is what's next. You get right with you. You connect with yourself in a way that you haven't done so before. Could be, like I said, on a trip, spiritual in nature or not. Like you could literally be going to Vegas to tear up and turn up on your birthday. And in the middle of, taking shots and doing whatever, you just have a moment where things just hit you clear as a bell. It could be unexpectedly you run into someone of significance, whether it be a dating partner, someone from your past, or someone new. But this person, Knight of Pentacles, I think you share this energy with another person. I feel that this Knight of Pentacles energy, it's a person, it might not be what you want, it's who you need. It's not who you want, but it's who you need. So that kind of sucks for the people who maybe you don't want the person from your past, but you might need them. Which, by the way, take that with a huge grain of salt, please. Okay, that's not me saying run back into the arms of an abuser. That's not me saying run back into the arms of a person who cheated on you, who ghosted you, who did anything like that. You will go into any meeting, new or old, rekindled or not. You will go in there with the energy of discernment, the power of discernment. This is not Leo just gets swept up in whatever comes their way. No, Leo will make informed decisions. 10 of Wands, Fool, informed decisions. The Fool can be a very detached, happy-go-lucky energy, but I think right now, Leo, with everything else that's going on the board, your Leo is, your Fool energy is the most logical, or one of the most logical depictions of the Fool, or types of Fool energy that I've experienced in a while. You come in here with sense. This isn't a senseless Fool energy. It's a very mindful Fool energy. Okay. So whoever you're encountering, whoever you're crossing paths with, this person, they may have lost a few things along the road themselves. Knight of Pentacles has this Trail of Pentacles in his wake right behind him. So this person, maybe they've been through a hardship, perhaps. Knight of in terms of Pentacles being left behind, they may have been looking for value or purpose in their life. They may have been recently in some transformative or transitory moment in their life. So they may have moved homes recently. They may have changed jobs. They may have incurred some type of financial loss or financial gain, something like that. But this person has, of all the knights, the Knight of Pentacles is probably the most learned. The Knight of Pentacles is probably the knight who is the wisest in all practical senses or practical ways. So I think if you meet this person, even if they're not what you want, they're what you need, because they're going to match you in some type of way. They're going to bring something into your life, because knights carry messages. They can also carry material things or things of value, or just, they bring with them some type of energy. So this person is going to give you what you need, even if it's not what you want. And again, what you want is kind of residual from where you've been. So Leo, I would say be open and receptive, which I think you have been, or that's your intention with the 4 cards that we talked about in the beginning. So Leo, what an interesting one. And if your love life is cool, you're not wanting anything, you're not needing anything, you're happy where you are, single, married, some other option, whatever it is, don't worry about this. But if you are in some type of space where you know things are ending or transforming, but you don't know how and you don't know when, then I think this message is for you. Plenty of Leos, you're out there, you're cool where you are, you don't want anything changed, you don't want anything new, you don't want anything old, you don't want anything. You're fine. Then I don't think this message would apply. But yeah, Leo, that's your love and romance. No questions tonight. Again, Sunday is probably not the night for me to do these types of readings. But it couldn't be helped this year, guys. I had scheduling problems. I was not well. And then last night was not going to be it. The energy simply was not there, and I could not perform. I could feel it. It was not going to happen. Too much of a distraction out here where I live for me to be able to bring you guys tarot messages last night. But anyway, if you catch this on the repeat, I appreciate you. If you want to find me for a personal reading, you can look below to see how to do so. And make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment, do all that fun stuff. Leo, for this particular reading, I'll see you guys in a year. But again, check your playlist for your August readings. Your mid-August readings will premiere soon, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.